Hi, my name is Monomoxie, and I am the host of the Wine and Gist podcast. Here are 6 types of emotional abuse that people overlook in relationships. First is stonewalling. Stonewalling is when you try to communicate something that bothers you with your partner and they deflect, dismiss, or shut down, essentially turning into a stonewall. It's okay if you need some time after an argument, but it's very important to communicate that with your partner so they understand that you just need a break and you're not just dismissing their issues. Second is the guilt trip. This is when your partner does something to offend you or upset you, and you continue to use that against them to get your way. Even though they've apologized and you've accepted their apology and you've agreed to move on, you keep going back on what they did in order to guilt them into getting your way. That is a form of emotional abuse. Third is the silent treatment. This is something that a lot of people carry from childhood. You know, when your parent does something to upset you, you don't talk to them, and it's a form of manipulation because when you don't talk to people, it makes them upset. It makes them feel like you're blocking them out and you don't care about them. It is a manipulative tactic, and when you give your partner the silent treatment, you're being emotionally abusive. Number 4 is gaslighting. Gaslighting is when you make someone question their sanity about what they know or believe happened. Your partner may see something clear as day, such as, for example, you flirting with someone, and then when they question you about it, you turn around and tell them that they're crazy and they're being delusional. It makes them feel like what they saw is only in their head, and that is gaslighting. Number 5 is dismissing your concerns by labeling you negatively. When you bring concerns to your partner and they respond with, "You're always complaining about something. You're always trying to argue. You're overreacting." They're essentially making you feel like your issues only exist because you are the problem, and that is a form of emotional abuse. When you find yourself afraid to approach your partner with an issue you have because you're more concerned about them being angry than solving the issue, that is a form of emotional abuse. Number 6 is something that people rarely think about. It is extreme lack of trust. Trust is very fragile, and once broken, it's an uphill battle to repair it. But distrusting someone who has never given you a reason to distrust them is putting them through a lot of emotional turmoil, and you are the abuser in that case. When you bring your lack of trust from an old relationship into a new one, you're setting that relationship for failure. It is imperative that you heal before getting into another commitment. If not, you're just going to wind up breaking somebody else who had nothing to do with your brokenness. Narcissists do not often realize they're narcissists, so their narcissistic behaviors are often justified to themselves. These 6 signs of emotional abuse are more common in relationships than people care to notice. Well, I urge you to start noticing and call it out, so maybe you can protect yourself and your loved ones.